And a very warm welcome. I am Ruchi Sharma. Metaplanet Incorporation, a publicly listed Bitcoin treasury company based in Japan, has announced the acquisition of an additional 1,004 Bitcoin worth approximately $104 million, increasing its total holdings to 7,800 BTC, currently valued at over $800 million. The latest purchase was made at an average price of $104,180 per Bitcoin. The company reported a BTC yield of 41.7% for the period from July 1st to September 30th, 2024, and an impressive 309.8% for the subsequent quarter. Metaplanet Incorporation continues to utilize its Bitcoin treasury operations to enhance shareholder value with a focus on increasing its Bitcoin holdings while minimizing dilution effects. In the first quarter of 2025, the blockchain protocol Solana experienced its best quarter over 12 months with a surge in total application revenue to $1.2 billion as a key highlight. As indicated by Messari's State of Solana Quarter 1 2025 report, the protocol's total application revenue generated was 20% higher than the $970.5 million generated in the preceding quarter. According to the report, January was by far the best month for application on the protocol, accounting for nearly 60% of the $1.2 billion. Popular meme coin launch platform Pump.Fun had the highest revenue of any application with $257 million, followed by Phantom with $164 million. Today, the world's leading derivatives marketplace, Chicago Mercantile Exchange Group, is launching XRP futures and micro XRP futures. This strategic move is expected to bolster the Ripple coin's institutional demand and adoption. The platform will debut the futures in two contract sizes, a micro contract covering 2,500 tokens and a larger contract covering 50,000, both based on the CME CF XRP dollar reference rate. It is noteworthy that the launch of the futures contracts is boosting expectations for the SEC's potential approval of spot ETFs. While the US Securities and Exchange Commission has acknowledged the ETF applications submitted by multiple asset managers, the final word is still uncertain. Bitcoin's Sunday rally has lifted the value of El Salvador's holding as the asset continues to prove itself a savvy investment for Central America's smallest nation. President Nayib Bukele shared a screenshot Sunday showcasing how the country's Bitcoin holdings were worth over $644 million, following an increase of 30 BTC last month. Though that total has since retraced slightly to around $637 million, El Salvador's Bitcoin National Office says its stash has ballooned more than $137 million over the past 30 days. El Salvador has quietly continued accumulating Bitcoin despite securing a $1.4 billion IMF loan in December, which required rolling back public sector crypto involvement that sought the removal of Bitcoin's legal tender status. The co-founder and core developer of Ethereum, Vitalik Buterin, has announced vital proposals in his latest post focusing on enhancing Ethereum Layer 1 scaling while making it more accessible for users to run local nodes. In the detailed post on ETH Research, Buterin outlined the strategy to address growing challenges faced by node operators, especially regarding storage. This is a critical aspect of maintaining Ethereum's decentralization ethos amid its rapid expansion. The design would eliminate the need to store a full copy of the Ethereum blockchain, making node operation accessible to average users. It aligns with Ethereum's latest Spectra upgrade with the goal of making nodes lightweight enough to run on consumer devices. Bitcoin's transaction fees has surged to a 2025 high, reaching over $2.55 per transaction amid growing demand for block space. Market data shows a 35% drop in daily transactions despite the upsurge in fees. The rise in fees has put pressure on users, suggesting strong demand for expedited transactions during the matching market upturn, demonstrating robust investor confidence, sparking optimism in the cryptocurrency market. The heightened fees could prelude further shifts in market behavior, potentially affecting future network utilization and fee structures. DeFi Development Corporation, a public company with a crypto treasury strategy focused on accumulating Solana, has announced a strategic partnership with Bonk, a popular community meme coin in the Solana ecosystem. As part of the collaboration, the two entities will jointly operate and manage a validator node, with both contributing to the validator stake and sharing the rewards. This partnership showcases a new model for aligning institutional infrastructure with community tokens to enhance decentralized networks. DeFi Development Corporation aims to expand its validator business to generate revenue and increase its proprietary performance metric SOL per share. Russia's central bank is set to implement new cryptocurrency regulations on May 26, affecting marginalizing Tether's USDT. The guidelines favor altcoins from friendly nations and those immune to unilateral freezes, criteria USDT fails to meet due to its US base and history of freezing wallets, notably those linked to the sanctioned exchange Garantex. While domestic use of USDT faces restrictions, its role in cross-border trade remains permissible under certain conditions. This move underscores Russia's push for financial sovereignty and Western sanctions. Binance Limited has announced the purchase of 16.9 bitcoins as part of its strategy to expand its Bitcoin treasury. This move aligns with the company's belief in Bitcoin as a future reserve asset and a superior form of money, reflecting a broader trend of corporations adopting Bitcoin as a hedge against inflation and a store of value. Binance Limited is a Bitcoin treasury company listed on the London Stock Exchange and the US OTCQB. It focuses on building a strategic Bitcoin holding through acquisitions and mining operations in North America, with facilities in the US and Canada. Dubai's crypto regulator, Virtual Asset Regulatory Authority, has updated its rule book for digital asset trading. The Emirati regulator has introduced greater leverage controls and collateralization requirements through provisions in its broker deal and exchange rulebooks. This will help WARA's rule to align with global risk standards, the regulator said in an announcement on Monday. WARA has also introduced sections of its rulebook to properly oversee areas of the crypto industry that were previously lightly regulated, such as broker-dealers and wallets. WARA is now taking these rules and upgrading them to reflect a more mature framework that it says incorporates real-world licensing experience and international best practices. Well, that's all in this bulletin for now. This is Mritu Sharma signing off. Do like, share and subscribe to 3.TV, and for more information stories, log on to our website www.3watchtv.io or scan the QR code.